me get the cutter from there, bro. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's all.
Professional basketball? No way. So you definitely don't play football. Is that girl? Oh, you don't know? You know her, no? That nigga threw the nigga move.
I got him out the door. There we go. That's a mile away. You gonna get you or get you in my car. Yeah, you bum ass. Come on. Yeah, bum. That nigga locked down. That's one, bro. So he quit. That nigga quit. Well, I'm gonna be cheap, Bill. Look, get that nigga forward in the corner. Who your man there? Just play the fight. I'm gonna go with your man.
She ain't laughing at shit. That's a girl? Oh.
Yeah.
That's a girl?
Yeah, you heard me?
That's a girl? That's a girl?
Yeah, you heard me?
Yeah, he heard you, bro. He on the phone. Boy, that eating booty.
Oh, my. Nigga, what the hell this nigga talking about? Say, nigga, retarded ass. I swear, when nigga make big trades, they swear to God, they could just dominate anybody in the face. That was the most dumbest shot I've ever been to.
Be having them more Mamba bigs.
Nah, you for that nigga right now. When you just did say, you'll be like, bro, what in the hell?
This is awesome. Thanks for letting me on.
Oh, shit. What that nigga?
Daniel Mack, you seen the videos? Oh, that's awesome, man. How big is this boat?
70 feet.
70 feet. That's amazing. Wow. Oh, look at this.
I told you to get it. Oh, Bill, who your man is? I'm trying to tell you go my dude, because he quit.
I know, my man number 91.
Nigga, you wasn't saying shit. I ain't even say nothing. I was trying to see.
This nigga right here with the headband on.
I got it. It's a nut. Get the right corner over there. Yeah, you can take the shit in the face.
That's sick. That's awesome.
What's up?
That's crazy. Wow, very cool. This is huge. I like the colors too. How many bathrooms on this boat? 5. 5. Shit. What's in here? Oh, there's a wall. Yeah, what is that?
In the back, there's more.
Oh, man.
These stairs.
Right, dog. Nigga, bless you, dog.
Man, how many
Look at this man. Oh, my gosh.
That's why you guest rooms.
Dog just straight bite you.
Wow. You got the name of the boat on everything. I love it.
It's like that.
I got it.
So
you guys are just chilling out here. Bye.
Lord. I thought that was a Lord.
Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. I love your...
Come on, man. Look at this man.
Oh, my God.
That's all, Bill.
What did I just watch?
The guard came and... Bro, I already have 2 bigs. He said, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Play this shit. I'll be there with man.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now again, right side, Lincoln, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Lincoln, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. Last play, backwards 2 yards.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lincoln, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Viking kicker, Daniel Carlson. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You try to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Gun. 11, Thomas.
From the 27, Burrow taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points
playing right
and
now,
take a
Bill?
first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker.
Playoffs coming in whack, bro. Crazy. I forgot to be long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This controller
And they're going to
system
mark
is
that
just
where
off.
it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
But
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Oh, and a bounce there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on. Allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster.
Yeah.
People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach.
Come out.
what's the play call? I can't go on full verse right here.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Burrow from his own end zone.
Why you didn't catch the ball, bro?
And it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Carry on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
To try again after the sack. Watson forced out to his left. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Up the middle they go. Lincoln. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, Watson. back up there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lincoln. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Anthony Schwartz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have regained the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Carey. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you're into the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st down, it's Watson. throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made enough.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards at first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the 35 on second down.
Throw the ball.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Chiefs at 6-2 to start play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Take this one down to about the 40.
Ready?
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he stopped immediately there. Now Burrow to throw on second down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and you can let on the field goal.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you got to throw the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
Ah!
There's one that's intercepted.
Hey,
and the
terrible,
Vikings are
bro.
going to take possession of the football. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week, because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Watson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level, so even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Lincoln. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3.
Now a hit and a
Of
loose
course.
football. And the Vikings pick
Of
up the
course.
football. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st down, Lincoln. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Lincoln. The good run on first down, followed up by a not so good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Lincoln. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And he's brought
Take your points
down.
next time,
Can't
pussy.
do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
First down, here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Yeah, this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that's going to tie us at 13. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Watson, off play action. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
22 yards there, a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down now, Lincoln, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Lincoln, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. On fourth down, Watson.
Big sack, baby.
Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Okay. I miss you, hug and kiss. Love you. Is your aunt home?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 9, 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
12.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That's good power
What you said?
on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
6'9", like 208. This.
In motion right is the tight end. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Niggas in my inbox. Here we go. I don't want to hear none of that shit, nigga.
Touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection. Now they're feeling good. Their chances here in the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
What dribble style you got?
A good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. Still going. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go. Lincoln. And the Chiefs D closes in on them again. And they drop him behind the line. And there's a loss of the yard. And it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get those big guys down there in one spot. There's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed them up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Lincoln. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Can't score. It ain't my fault you can't score, nigga. You suck.
And they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force
How old my God kids is, man?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Man,
And now their defense came through the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down.
Who messing with that baby, huh?
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's got Gore. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
It's crazy because they really just made you do all that stuff. Like you gonna do live.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That was close.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game.
I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here we go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 MT, hey! 11, stop!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for KC. 59 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Don't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Bill stay doing that, bro. He fuck with the computer. I mean, he fuck with it.
Back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play.
Even if trying to get them niggas to get him the ball, bro.
He's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
You be doing that shit. You be fucking with them niggas, bro. Exactly. So they don't freeze you out, nigga.
The trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards.
Fuck them niggas.
Looking to pass. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
Oh, that's me, Cole. You can't catch him. You can't catch him. You can't catch him.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this.
Oh, hit mad.
And the kid makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
I just have a kick return. Oh, okay. I just have a kick return touchdown, bro.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Yeah, bro, because I squib kicked it, dog.
On the kick return. And the Vikings
no matter.
made it a one-score
Can't
game
score on
again.
offense. So.
Here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all,
I know that nano, bro.
Don't turn it over.
Brought down in the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
I fuck nigga, man. Some fuck nigga, bro. Nigga all in my inbox come on and bail out and I only run man defense.
Yeah, that's what their job is.
Yeah.
Really, a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
With the Chiefs, yeah.
hold him to no gain.
You feel me? He done got inside the 10 twice. Ain't take his point.
Officially nothing
Nigga
on that
suck,
last
bro.
run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. It's complete. It's Gore. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Completes it to
High passing the shit out this nigga with little ass Nico. Ain't got no user.
Inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
Here we go.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try and run some clock.
Go block,
here as they
three.
keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays.
He said, what would you do if the son was at home? I'm no longer in the bed on
Here's
floor.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The tight end in motion right. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Said that might be the move. No. Why do you need rebound?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets.
Hold on, bro. Pause the game. This shit's over with. Ain't no reason to pause it. It's over.
You playing or what, Joy? We got a minute, 19 seconds.
Y'all need to wait on me then. Nah, do y'all thing. Do y'all thing. Niggas pausing the game and shit like little bitches.
Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right?
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's big baby.
On 3rd down, Lincoln. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring out 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, nice move. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now the ball comes loose, and this will go out of bounds. So no recovery. And
I'm gonna load up.
how this one will come to an end. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
Pack the game up and put that wire from the TV where it stays on. Huh? What? I didn't hear you.
Trey?
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm coming, bro. Oh, you talking about Trey Young?
No, I was going to Trey Young, not you. You still in the record.
Don't do that. I'm behind. Don't do that.
My bad.